Welcome back, guys. Everything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh! According to my analytics, y'all love Kaiba. So I took all the Kaiba moments, smashed them together, and made a video. Enjoy.
Maybe I can even get my grandpa to show us this super rare card he's got.
Rare card.
Number one, it's absurd that Kaiba even attends this school. But in no world is Joey's family forking over the money to pay for the same education that Kaiba would belong to. Or reverse, that Kaiba would stoop so low to get an education that Joey is qualified for.
Could they have found the card that I've been searching for?
And then the obvious thing, it's wild for Kaiba to link rare card to the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I know he overheard some of the names of the cards that were being played, right? Their standard of rare card is like Gaia the Fierce Knight or Curse of Dragon, not the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Seto Kaiba!
Kaiba? Doesn't he have a big fancy company to run? What's he doing down here?
Excellent question, Tristan. Yes, he does have a big company to run. But if you're gonna ask this now, then you should also be asking this every day he shows up to school or turns in a homework assignment.
So parting with it is completely out of the question.
No.
So we know later that he only wants the Blue Eyes, so it can't be used against him. Kaiba, homie, it is in a box stored away in a room. This is like a collector that leaves the action figure inside the box. He is never gonna play it.
Hello? Game shop?
Ah, Yugi, perfect.
Timing here is just too incredible. There's no way Kaiba would know that Yugi's arrived at the shop. Would have made more sense to leave one of the goons there to scoop up Yugi and his friends.
Your grandfather's here visiting, but he's not feeling well. Why don't you come by my office and pick him up?
Did Kaiba just send 20 souls to the Shadow Realm? His evilness in the last 5 minutes just skyrocketed.
Your friends can care for your grandfather while you and I duel.
This challenge from Kaiba sounds forced. He dueled Solomon as a last resort to obtain Blue Eyes after money and trades didn't work. Kaiba already denied Joey to a duel earlier.
Maybe we could all duel together sometime.
I would have more of a challenge playing solitaire.
And he didn't seem particularly impressed by Yugi's dueling skills at school. And he was just gonna use the same deck as Solomon anyway. It's honestly just crazy and seems so forced that this duel would even happen. How this historic duel happens is more unbelievable than anything that happens inside the duel.
We could take care of your grandpa. Teach that rich spoiled brat what a real duel's all about.
This is even crazier. Why would you stay and duel? Okay, the two outcomes. Yugi loses and then what? Joins the group at the hospital like, yeah, Kaiba beat me. And if he wins, then what? He teaches Kaiba a lesson? None of them know, including Yugi, that he has the ability to mind crush and erase the evil from their soul. So it's a f***ing miracle that it does happen. Otherwise, this would have been a complete waste of time.
What the?
It truly is crazy that Kaiba can see something like this, a physical transformation right in front of him, react to it, and then still gaslight himself into believing that the Millennium items are just a bunch of hogwash.
Gaia, the Fierce Knight, with a destructive power of 2,300!
Kaiba is surprised that Yugi has a monster with over 1,800 attack.
Mr. Pegasus, sir. Seto Kaiba, our uncontested champion. He's been defeated in a duel, sir.
Okay, so how is this public knowledge? And why is this public knowledge? Was this a ranked match? Is Yugi even a ranked duelist? Why on earth would you broadcast this ever? If you win, it does nothing for you. And if you lose, it humiliates you.
Kid, I am in no condition to duel anyone. Here, Mokuba. I'm going away for a while. I don't know how long I'll be gone.
I get you gotta do some soul searching, but aren't you the primary guardian over Mokuba? Are you really gonna leave him to fend for himself? But putting Mokuba aside for a second, aren't you also the CEO over Kaiba Corp? Who's in charge while you're gone? How's this gonna result in anything but disaster? As hard as this show tries to push that Kaiba is the genius and Joey's the doofus, they really shoot themselves in the foot with moments like these.
Take care, kid.
Seto, don't go!
Take care, kid? No money for food, no hug, no calling him by his first name?
You broke up my family, Yugi. And now I'm gonna break you up.
Alright, Mokuba, I'm gonna go easy on you because you're a kid. Who am I kidding? You're like the vice president of Kaiba Corp the next season. You can handle this. This is a terrible line of logic. Seriously, Kaiba loses the duel, abandons you, and you immediately blame Yugi? You do know about the series of events that led up to the duel, right? Like the ripping of the Blue Eyes and the hospitalizing of the grandpa? Come on, man.
But you've got to go back and return those cards and star chips to the kid you stole them from.
Kaiba is a piece of shit. And Mokuba is a kid you all just met who got another innocent kid wrongfully disqualified. And you're promising you'll help reunite Mokuba with his brother. Why couldn't the same be done for Mako? Why are you helping out the Kaiba brothers and ignoring the one actually decent person on the whole island? Why can't Mako tag along and you kick him some of that prize money? Or He doesn't even need to tag along. He can just sit back and wait for a check.
I've run computer simulations, probability scenarios, and quantum analysis of our duel, but I still don't have the answer.
I'm sure I'm not the first to point out how silly this sounds, so I'm just gonna acknowledge it exists and move on.
He somehow drew the one card that assured his victory.
If you ran probability analysis, then you should know there's always a chance. You should be chalking his victory up to luck and moving on.
And these new portable hollow generators will enable me to challenge him no matter where I find him.
A table would also work. Bet you didn't count on my return. Bro, you're in the opening credits, bunch of scenes we haven't seen yet. Yes, literally everyone's expecting your return. So I guess Kaiba just came over here so we could get that pan up shot because he runs over here and then just goes the other way. Why exactly did you have this Batcave entrance installed? In case you were in this exact situation where your board of directors unanimously turns against you? And how would this entrance be a secret? Did you outsource a team and pay them in cash under the table? There's no way something this elaborate could be built without it having a record of some kind.
Now I'm back.
How much security does this already secret underground layer need? Alright, if this layer is so secret that only you know about it, why are there 3 chairs down here? At most, it would be you and possibly Mokuba.
I thought I'd seen it all, but having to break into your own house?
It's too long a story for right now.
Too long a story? Well, maybe I'm not in such a talkative mood myself right now.
I'd find that hard to believe.
Who is this robot, AI, Siri, Alexa type thing? Why does she have this whole sarcastic, fun, sassy personality? Who designed her this way, Kaiba?
While you were off gallivanting, a hostile takeover of Kaiba Corporation has begun. At the same time, Maximilian Pegasus kicked off his Duel Monsters Championship at the Duelist Kingdom. If Yugi Moto can be defeated by Pegasus, or a competitor that represents him, then the new Kaiba Corporation board has promised him control of the company.
This computer knows way too much. This is in as much detail as Mokuba gave us earlier. And he was physically in the room. How would this computer have any of this data? Are the Big Five sending out stakeholder emails with all the latest happenings in this potential acquisition?
Yugi is unbeatable.
Bro, you almost beat him. He happened to draw Exodia. If you had drawn your Blue Eyes 1 turn earlier, he'd have lost. This is like losing to someone in Smash Bros. Where the winner is left with 1 stock at 150% and then saying that they're unbeatable.
Yeah, well, sometime after you lost to Yugi, he lost Exodia.
You know how some conspiracy theorists say that computers and smart devices are all listening to everything that you say? Well, they're right, and all that info is being dumped into this bitch.
Sometime after you lost to Yugi, he lost Exodia.
No way.
Bro, you tore up a Blue Eyes White Dragon. It is super believable from your standpoint that somebody else would essentially pull the exact same tactic.
Pegasus knows all about the corporation bylaws that require a living Kaiba heir to make any change of control legal. Mokuba's his prisoner, and with you out of the way, it's likely Pegasus will exert all kinds of pressure to make your brother do what he wants.
Bro, what the fuck is this computer? I know we have to get Seto caught up, but you know what would have been more believable? If he had hacked into his own security system and accessed the audio video from the same conference room that Mokuba was listening in on. And then he either prints off a transcript and skims it, or listens back in real time. Yes, it'd still be bullshit, but it'd be way more believable than this.
So now you know. What are we gonna do?
I don't know, you tell me. You quite literally have all the answers.
It should be a piece of cake to find the field in which Yugi is dueling.
I'm looking. Access denied.
What did you do wrong?
Okay, what did she do wrong? Did you really think it was gonna be that easy?
Every computer has a back door if you know where to look. And guess where we're gonna look?
Beats me.
Beats me? Where'd the other chick go? The one with all the answers? Is your sole purpose in life not to do exactly what you're doing? How would you not be aware of Kaiba's go-to method for finding back doors?
I'm sure their backup systems won't have as much security.
Are you saying we can make their computer crash? From here?
Okay, stop. We can't have it both ways. She can't be so smart as to know all the Big Five's plans down to the last detail, but so dumb as to not know this hacking 101 bullshit that Kaiba's talking about.
I've already tried to hack into their systems.
My idea's different. Once the security is down, we should be able to freely access the data. Be ready with a search for the Dark Magician.
As the show progresses, Kaiba literally has zero patience for anyone or anything, including Mokuba. But while under extreme pressure, and with the clock ticking, Kaiba now has ample patience and switches into teacher mode, where he will patiently walk this computer through how to hack a mainframe. This is kind of like Walter White and teaching chemistry. It really makes you wonder if he should just give up Duel Monsters and just become a hacking teacher.
Search for the Dark Magician. If Yugi's dueling, he's sure to use that card.
Is he? I know he played the Dark Magician against you, but it wasn't notable. I'm surprised you remember anything other than Exodia.
Loading satellite schematics. Booster rocket controls online. Locating orbital coordinate. Breaching onboard computer security. You are now the proud owner of an Industrial Illusions satellite.
Oh wow, I thought this was going to be difficult.
I won't attack just yet. Why rush to victory when I can draw it out as long as possible instead?
Why? This proves even more that you're not the real Kaiba. Why would you make the same mistake twice?
I summon Curse of Dragon on the defense as well.
You played right into my hand. Defense paralysis.
He played right into your hand? This show does this a lot, where one character will often say, "You fell for my trap." But in reality, they aren't falling for anything. What other options did he have here? Leave an attack or switch to defense? It's actually better that he did this so he forces you to use a resource.
So much for your Curse of Dragon.
Yugi!
Okay, did the field shrink or did Blue Eyes grow? How could Kaiba possibly fit a second monster on this field?
No Dark Magician there. Next field.
We've exhausted almost every possibility of locating Yugimoto.
How is this tech so advanced in some areas and so antiquated in others? This is essentially a Command F type situation, right?
Search field 146.
You got it.
What's that?
Looks like I crashed.
You crashed? How are you still talking?
Reboot.
Back online.
Enter field 146.
I'm frozen again.
Okay, I take back what I said earlier. This might be confirmation that he is the real Kaiba.
It's worse this time.
It's worse than crashing? How? How are you still able to communicate? Can we at least get some static, glitchy sounds so we know you're struggling at least a little bit?
We've come this far already, and I'm not gonna blow it. Actually, yes I am.
What is even happening? If it was going to be as easy as the Dynamite GIF, why are we going through this whole song and dance? Just have the satellite crashing being the thing that gets you in. Why did we spend the extra minutes on this computer crash?
What's that?
It's a virtual fortress. Sensors indicate that all of the data from Yugi's duels is processed here.
Suddenly, computer has all the answers again.
Won't blow your way through this thing. It's the ultimate defense. And it's impossible to penetrate without the password.
How are you suddenly so informed on the securities of the store? She almost sounds like she's the sales rep for this thing.
Password. If I know Pegasus, that egomaniac would never think that anyone would outsmart him and get even this far.
If that's true, then why have all the extra measures of the ultimate defense? It's more likely that he expected someone to get exactly to this point.
Yugi, you gotta admit, for a stiff, this Kaiba sure got game.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
Yugi, you know that's not him. Everyone thinks he's a bad guy. But I know my brother, and he's not mean like this.
No, he 100% is. I mean, you're right, that's not him. But bro, if you've been listening, not one person for a second, audience included, thought that that was Kaiba.
If he attacks the right hat, I'll lose more than just this duel. Much more.
Am I missing something? What else will you lose? Because it sounds like the only wager besides the star chips is that the Kaiba bros will lose Kaiba Corp. But how does that affect you? Or why do you care? That dude's been nothing but trouble. Maybe it would actually be a good idea if Pegasus acquired Kaiba Corp. Even if you lost your starships, Joey's got enough to share and keep you on the island. So really the only thing on the line is Kaiba's stupid company. Maybe we should have spent a little bit more time on the stakes affecting our heroes and a little less time on computer rebooting.
I think the part you'll find most interesting is the name of Yugi's opponent.
What? Is this your idea of a joke?
Is this her idea of a joke? Didn't you program her? Did you give her a sense of humor?
Yugi defeated the first one using a combination of the Dark Magician and Magical Hat.
But without Exodia, Yugi can't win. He has no other cards left in his deck that can beat the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Bro, didn't you just hear the computer? Yugi beat one of them with Dark Magician and Magical Hats. He can figure something out. And besides that, one of them is already in the graveyard, and everybody on the island has a copy of Monster Reborn. He's gonna be fine.
I hope you have a plan.
Yugi will lose on the next attack from the Blue Eyes White Dragon, unless we decrease its power from here.
Can we do that?
Can we do that? You just hijacked and crashed a satellite about 30 seconds ago. You penetrated what you described as the ultimate computer defense. Now you're questioning your ability to lower the attack of a Duel Monsters card?
Yugi!
Kaiba?
Okay, why is Kaiba shouting out Yugi? I feel like the writers were just totally clueless on what the character's current motives are. From Kaiba's point of view, what's on the line is his company, and more importantly, his brother's well-being. He currently thinks Mokuba is being held captive in Pegasus's tower. He should be yelling out, Mokuba! Why Kaiba shouts Yugi's name and the two have a spiritual connection has always confused me, and quite literally makes no sense. And it obviously confused the writers too, because this never comes up again.
It stopped!
Did Pegasus stop Kaiba or not? I feel like the writers realized that they did way too much, and rather than going back and changing anything, they said, F it, let's just add a commercial break and we'll come back to this.
This can't be. It's a trick.
White Dragon is destroyed. The virus was not responsible.
Then how?
I'm glad that everyone in universe is just as confused as I am. Do we ever get an explanation here? Kaiba credits the heart of the cards, and Yugi credits Kaiba. And Pegasus credits Kaiba, or Yugi's shadow magic, so what exactly happened?
It's the heart of the cards. Yugi was right.
Wouldn't it have been a lot cooler if Kaiba actually accepted the heart of the cards here, and then just like kept this going throughout season 2? Yo, computer, can you be a little more useful and alert us that people are breaching Kaiba's secret hideout?
My brother is alive! What's going on? Last time Yugi dueled my brother, he showed Seto the heart of the cards. This faker may have taken his deck, but the real Seto Kaiba's alive and well.
I guess that's all the explaining that these guys needed.
It appears that the real Seto Kaiba has come to his rescue. I must admit that this little development is one twist that even I did not foresee.
You didn't? Well, you were certainly prepared for exactly this.
It allows the mystical elf to transfer her own attack power. This move was inspired by Seto Kaiba. He showed me that you can alter the attack power of a blue-eyes white dragon.
Stop it. You showed this to yourself when you spellbinded his ass and lowered the attack by 700. Don't give Kaiba any undeserved credit.
Consider this a message from the real Seto Kaiba. Blue eyes, obliterate!
If you're trying to give a message from Kaiba, what would have made a lot more sense would have been, attack with white lightning! Instead, you just use your signature obliterate, which is still cool, no doubt about it, but this isn't one of Kaiba's phrases.
I can't believe all my business associates would turn on me after a single defeat.
Are you actually surprised? You're like 18. How long were you running this company? You're saying this with like Norman Osborn energy. You didn't sacrifice years of your life to this company. You stepped in and ran the show for a few years. And how well did you treat your staff? Were you taking them out on company retreats? Did you get to know their families, meet the spouses, send Christmas cards, make good on your bonus promises? I'm gonna go with none of the above. Let's also keep in mind that they turned on Gozaburo to follow you, and you're pretty much the biggest asshole that ever lived. I feel like we both know it wasn't over a single defeat, but more so, a long overdue opportunity to overthrow your ass.
You're a good duelist, Kaiba.
I love that in Kaiba's flashback, Yugi compliments him. Like this is his interpretation of the events around him.
If Pegasus thought I would just sit idly by as they dismantled my life's work, he was wrong.
Your life's work? Bro, I feel like this would be a more impactful statement from like a full-grown adult. Like how I was saying Norman Osborn earlier. Kaiba's what, like 18? And he's maybe been doing this for like 4 years? Bro, you have not dedicated your life. Get out of here.
I'll see to it that they all regret ever crossing Seto Kaiba.
I love that Kaiba refers to himself in the third person.
I haven't seen you since our duel, Yugi.
Do we really have time for pleasantries? Also, Kaiba is standing here like he's expecting Yugi to have saved his deck. Bro, I'd have copped those 3 blue-eyes white dragons. I'd have given one of them to Joey and been like, here's your sister's eye operation money. Gave one to Taya and been like, here's your dance studio money. Given one to Bakura and been like, here's your therapy money.
You'll be compensated for all of your trouble.
All of what trouble? Does Kaiba know Yugi was dueling to help rescue Mokuba? I thought the reason that Kaiba interfered with the duel and helped Yugi win was because if Yugi lost to Pegasus' henchmen, then that would somehow help Pegasus take control of Kaiba Corp. Kaiba didn't know anything about Mokuba being there. I feel like if Kaiba did know Mokuba was there and his freedom was on the line, he'd be b***ing him out for failing to rescue his brother.
You'll be compensated for all of your trouble.
Great. Pass that money on to Joey. Eye operation paid.
Actually, Kaiba, I was thinking that since we're all headed for Pegasus' castle, you could stick with us.
What exactly is your plan here, Yugi? Are you trying to split the prize with Kaiba? Ultimately, only one person gets to duel Pegasus.
I'm going after Pegasus to save my brother. Not so I can win some silly prize. Have fun with your tournament.
I know we're all supposed to think Kaiba's a jackass here, but honestly, this is 100% the appropriate response to someone kidnapping a loved one. Yami should just come out of Yugi right now, and they both go storm the castle gates.
Go ahead and run.
Everyone knows you're nothing but a washed-up has-been.
Alright, I know I've said it like 100 times, but this is the crux of the episode, and none of it makes sense. Why are you so determined to duel Kaiba? The dialogue that kicked all of this off was Yugi offering Kaiba a spot on the team, and Kaiba denied. It's crazy that Joey goes all psycho on Kaiba. Why did we waste a good animation on this lackluster episode?
So let's get it on.
I can't tell if Joey's being really brave or nuts.
Or random.
Kaiba may be a creep, but he's still pretty much considered the top duelist in all the world.
Okay, why are you calling him a creep exactly? Just because he doesn't want to join your group, nap in the dirt, and wait patiently till tomorrow to enter the castle?
I bet ever since Yugi mopped the floor with you, you can't even lay a trap card without flinching.
The dub does have some genuinely funny lines.
Care to prove me wrong?
On one condition.
Huh?
We play using my newest innovation in holographic duel technologies.
Damn, Kaiba, I was with you for a minute there. I was like, man, good for him. He's not the narcissistic asshole that I thought he was. He's genuinely putting Mokuba ahead of himself. But nope, you drop all of that to showcase your newest innovations in Duel Monsters technology.
Looks like just a regular old briefcase to me.
It's in the briefcase, you moron. Its technology is unprecedented.
Looks like a flying saucer.
Don't be an idiot.
Can we get a buddy cop movie starring Joey Wheeler and Seto Kaiba? Nope. Besides Red Eyes, not one of these cards deserves the red velvet briefcase treatment.
So if you think you have what it takes to handle it, just strap it on.
Were they really trying to get us hyped for these things? It's really no different than anything we've seen so far. If they really wanted to get us hyped, then before all of this, all the holographic projection should have been like transparent and fuzzy image with like a Star Wars treatment, you know, like the blue tint. And then in this episode and moving forward, they're all shown in like full color and it looks like the way it is right now. But as it is, from our view, the monsters are the exact same.
Okay, now what happens?
Okay, so just a second ago, Joey was foaming at the mouth to get a piece of Kaiba, but now he's super patient as he learns the intricacies of this new dueling mechanic.
First, insert your dueling deck into the display drive recognizer.
So like an arena duel?
A life point count will light up and keep score for you the entire match.
Like an arena duel?
Then choose a card to play and set it on the digital card reader.
So like an arena duel?
This new technology isn't for the faint of heart, Joey. It's intended to force duelists to think on their feet.
Bro, stop pimping your tech to us. Don't give us a sales pitch. This is about Joey literally not understanding the value of numbers.
Why don't I teach you some of the advanced moves of the game the hard way? Mystic Horseman and Battle Ox!
Wait, this is an advanced move? Weevil, Mako, and Panic all had better card combinations than that. Kaiba, dog, you can't preach to us that you're this skilled strategic player and then hit us with a polymerization. And then define that move to us as an advanced technique. Sorry, dog, it ain't working.
Man, it took Exodia for even Yugi to beat this guy.
Bro, this situation does not call for Exodia, Time Wizard, Shield and Sword, Kunai with Chain. Literally any of those cards would help you in this situation.
Come on, Joey!
Huh?
You're the best at finding ways to come back from behind.
Translation, pulling random bullshit out of nowhere. But sorry, Taya, Kaiba is pretty much the master of that too, so it cancels out.
That's just not true, and you know it.
Oh yeah?
This shot made me ask, why didn't Kaiba land on top of that castle with a helicopter? Or if we want to be more terroristy with it, why didn't he kamikaze the helicopter into the castle? Kaiba jumps out last second unharmed. I mean, dude already crashed a satellite into a building. How is this different? Kaiba should have just kamikazed the copter into the castle. Pegasus would have forfeited immediately. He'd be like, fuck this.
Open your eyes, even with your prodigious talents, Yugi.
I still feel like Kaiba's giving too much credit to Yugi. This is like when Vegeta kept internally giving Goku credit that he beat him when they faced off on Earth. Goku lost that fight, and only with the help of Gohan, Krillin, and Yajirobe did Earth win. Yugi has one victory over Kaiba, and it could all be chalked up to luck. There was no strategy in drawing Exodia. No Witch of the Black Forest, Sangan, Golden Sarcophagus, none of that. And besides swords, there's no stall cards either. And the only other match of his that you sort of witnessed was his match against your ghost. And he only won that match because you helped him. Besides that, you haven't seen any of his other matches. You are basing this compliment on nothing.
I do hope you're enjoying the tournament so far. Oh, I know it must seem so crude to you. Not like the holographic dueling stations your company is developing, eh, Kaiba?
It's hard to know what you can trust from Kaiba's flashbacks. Also, it's just hilarious that he even includes this part of the story when he's trying to explain Pegasus's hidden abilities to Yugi and friends.
I only hope my new dual disc system will give me the edge I need to beat him once and for all.
So you're hoping your tech will be too complex for him to use, and while he's trying to work out the nuances, you're gonna swoop in and pull out a W. Gotcha. With such over-the-top, exaggerated lines of logic, sometimes you forget if you're watching the abridged series or the original series.
Let's just hope our paths don't cross again before this is all over.
Jeez, such extreme foreshadowing. You fully plan on marching right to the castle and ending this tonight. How could you possibly run into each other before this is all over? Damn, bro. Now I'm really wondering why you didn't park closer to the castle.
It's just you and me now, kid.
Can we stop with this whole kid thing? What loving brother, or really any brother, only refers to their brother as kid?
He came for me the day Mom and Dad passed away.
Okay, so this is very sweet, but this isn't necessarily exceptional big brother behavior. This is just the job description.
When we were growing up, you never lost at anything. You'd never give up. You just keep on going till you'd beaten everyone.
Again, this is sweet, but bro, you know a chess game against grade school kids is not equivalent to corporate takeover.
And you're gonna beat Pegasus the same way.
The same way as in reference to what? The chess game? So Mokuba is correctly prophesying that this will all end in a game?
Come soon.
Bro, I get this is sad, but you're acting like you've been tied up for a month. It's been one full day. I've been grounded longer than this.
Soon Pegasus will be sorry for the pain he's caused me and my brother.
Bro, have you been walking since last night? Just repeating that inner monologue over and over?
Brother, Mokuba.
Oh, well, shit. That's why it's taking you so long. You're stopping to look at his picture. Bro, your brother is being held prisoner. Hurry the f***.
What's happened to you, brother? Why haven't you come? You said you'd always be here for me.
Mokuba, you have to understand that traveling across the globe with practically all your assets frozen is a much larger undertaking than these bowling flashbacks you're showing us now.
And if Pegasus tries to get in my way, he'll live to regret it.
If Pegasus gets in your way. If? Hasn't he already? Your brother is kidnapped, and Pegasus put a hit out on you. I can't even imagine what other measures Pegasus could possibly take that would push us even further.
I gotta be on my guard. His goons are everywhere.
It's amazing you haven't run into any yet. You've been walking non-stop since yesterday.
So it's the famous Seto Kaiba, searching for your little brother, no doubt. You're coming with me.
Actually, you're coming with me.
What's hilarious here is they are both wanting to go to the same place. I don't even know what the fighting's about. I guess they're just fighting over who's taking who to the castle. Kaiba's like, I'm bringing you to the castle. And Kimo's like, no, I'm bringing you to the castle.
And you're gonna start by getting me into that castle.
Damn, bro, are you planning on manhandling him the whole way to the castle? You don't look any closer than you did yesterday. So with your current speed of travel being slow as fuck, I can't even imagine how you're planning to drag a conscious man and your briefcase all that way.
You do know no one takes Pegasus by surprise. He probably already knows you're here, somehow.
Somehow? Croquet alerted Pegasus of Kaiba's presence on the island. The whole security staff is on high alert for Kaiba. You yourself weren't surprised at all at Kaiba's presence on the island, whenever you spotted him earlier. It was as if you were actively looking for him. But sure, we gotta hype up the Millennium Eye.
Big brother.
Bro, let's just keep the locket open.
You only got the jump on me because you snuck up and took me by surprise. What's to stop me from spinning around right now and knocking your...
Are we supposed to be amused by his arrogance? He's not Hercule Satan. We all saw the clip. Homie, you snuck up on Kaiba. I'm not really sure what they were going for with these guards.
Try it and I'll drop you where you stand.
Well, when you put it that way, nothing would please me more than to reunite you with your brother Mokuba.
Every time we cut back to these guys, it's like we got some talking, followed by a threat, followed by another threat, followed by insincere compliance. It feels like we're right back to where we started every time we cut to them.
No one will ever keep us apart.
But what about Pegasus?
Sorry, Mokuba, but I gotta remind you that he left to gather his thoughts after losing a children's card game, the Yugi. Like, his decision to abandon you all happened pre-Pegasus. So, sure, you can be mad at Pegasus because he's, definitely deserves some blame, but this is really on Kaiba, bro.
Where's Mokuba?
In Pegasus's grip, just like you'll soon be, Kaiba.
Kimo, did you really do all that work just to set off an alarm? Do you not have a phone on you or like a walkie-talkie? You should have radioed this in a lot sooner. Also, Kaiba, how are you not anticipating this? You might be rich, but you would make a horrible Batman.
What was...
How high are these underground ceilings that a maneuver like this is even possible? Okay, so you knocked one of them out, but weren't there three? Are we really supposed to believe that Kaiba knocked out 3 guards?
Mokuba.
Seto, I always knew that you would come and rescue me.
Bullshit. We've been listening to your doubting ass for the last 3 episodes.
You couldn't stop him from capturing me. Is he too much for you to handle? What if he's got you, too?
Just give me 1 second to pick this lock.
Is he picking that lock with his hand?
I should take you down right now for what you've done to Mokuba.
Kaiba, you are the walking definition of talk no jutsu. Bro, quit talking and do something.
The only one who makes threats is me.
Okay, so Kaiba just firsthand witnessed magic again. I will never understand how he becomes the person we see in Season 2.
I just enjoy the struggle watching a constant tug of war between you and Yugi Boy.
Maybe in the manga there's a constant struggle between Kaiba and Yugi Boy, but we've seen exactly one dual anime side. We've seen more of a struggle with Mai than anyone else, really.
I want to see if you're capable of defeating little Yugi in a duel. And only if you successfully crush him in a humiliating defeat will you get the opportunity to duel me.
Why exactly does Pegasus want Yugi to duel Kaiba so bad? I never really understood the motive here. If Yugi wins, then what? Kaiba, I guess, begrudgingly joins the group, much like Vegeta, and sticks around as Yami Yugi defeats Pegasus, restoring all the souls. If Kaiba wins, then what? What does Kaiba winning accomplish? You don't get the puzzle out of it. And if Kaiba beats Yugi, the Kaiba Corp name will be restored, potentially causing the Big Five to betray you. Remember, the Big Five only made this deal with you when their confidence in Kaiba was shaken after he lost a match to Yugi. So if Kaiba were to restore that honor on his own, what's to stop the whole deal from falling through?
For now, I have no choice but to play your game.
Actually, you do. In episodes 9 and 10, Computer told you that Pegasus just wants to control Kaiba Corp. To do that, he just needs control of a Kaiba. Why not just relinquish your control of Kaiba Corp over to Pegasus? Literally just strike up a deal right now. Hey, I'll give you Kaiba Corp, just let me and Mokuba go. And I want to hold 5% share in the company's stock so we can pay our bills. I feel like Pegasus would agree to that almost immediately.
Because if you don't, I'll take great pleasure in separating your soul from your body in my own way.
Here goes Kaiba again, talk no jutsu. Bro, if you were capable of anything, you'd have done it already.
It's Kaiba! What the heck's he doing here?
In episode 16, he said, I'm going to Pegasus's castle. And y'all basically said, good luck getting in without any chips. So 100% you guys should be expecting him to be standing right outside the castle trying to get in.
I can't allow you to face Pegasus. He's mine.
Is there a reason Kaiba isn't just being honest? Yeah, so I went inside and Pegasus said he'll only free my brother if I defeat you.
Pegasus might be forcing me to fight Yugi, but it's a rematch I've wanted all along.
Stop it. Don't give us this inner monologue bullshit so we, the audience, don't see you as a puppet.
But how he did it is a mystery that still eats away at me.
Oh, I can tell you. It was Exodia.
I will help you, Mokuba. There's not a power on Earth that will stop me. Not Pegasus, not Yugi.
This statement would be a lot more powerful if it was remotely true. 1. Pegasus is currently stopping you. 2. Yugi technically beats you until you threaten to kill yourself. 3. Pegasus beats you in a duel anyway. Sorry, Kaiba, but your words mean nothing. The only person we've seen you get the upper hand on was Grandpa and henchmen. But even the henchmen have proved to be too much for you sometimes.
After all Grandpa's taught me, how can I deny the heart of the cards?
You wouldn't be denying the heart of the cards. You would be denying unnecessary conflict, which is exactly what Grandpa taught you.
Our dueling field has been prepared.
Has been prepared? How does this not immediately raise red flags from our team? Obviously Pegasus wants this. Yug, you should immediately decline.
All right, Kaiba, it's time to duel.
So did Kaiba choose this location just in case he needed to jump? Was this planned all along?
You're good, but oh so predictable.
Predictable? Bro, shut the fuck up and duel.
The Dark Magician vanquishes your Sword Stalker.
Is there a reason we're dueling here instead of here? These are the questions that Yugi and friends should be asking.
I'm going to take all 3 of my mighty Blue Eyes White Dragons and fuse them together into one incredible creature.
Can I just say, I personally think 3 Blue Eyes on the field is way more threatening than a single Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
At last, now all I need is a polymerization card to merge them all.
This episode's doing a pretty good job showing the challenges of running a deck where your win condition is based on a 4-card combo. Bro, just summon a Blue Eyes and end this right now.
If there's one thing I've learned in my matches with you, it's that you have an uncanny ability for snatching victory from the jaws of defeat.
What matches, plural, are you referring to? Obviously the first episode, but are you also including Ghost Kaiba? He only won that duel because you helped him.
Gather every last bit of your strength, Yugi. I prefer to take you down when you're fighting your hardest.
Bullshit. If that was true, you wouldn't have played Crush Card Virus. Let's remember who you are. You're the dude that ripped up the 4th Blue Eyes White Dragon so it could never be used against you. You agreed to duel Joey only if you used your complicated duel disc. And that was supposed to be your trump card against Pegasus too. Face it, Kaiba, you aren't a Saiyan. You don't want to duel people when they're at their best. You only want opponents with a serious handicap.
Heart of the cards, guide me.
Let's finish this, Kaiba!
This is one of the best instances of to be continued in television history. You really don't know what's about to go down, and even as I watch this video for nitpick purposes, knowing full well how this goes down, the hairs on my arm are standing up. Something about these Season 1 duels with the music score and the voice acting from Dan Green and Eric Stewart, this moment is a perfect mixture of excitement, tension, and anticipation.
In the entire game, Karibo is the weakest monster!
But you know its effect, right? Also, I'd like to enter Thousand-Eyed Idol into the chat.
Kaiba hasn't said a word. It's like he's in another world.
Yami, you've been able to sense people's feelings as well as a Jedi until just now. You should be able to sense Kaiba's struggles and offer to help him defeat Pegasus.
What's with Kaiba? He's just standing there completely spacing out.
Now you know what you look like to all of us whenever you're sitting there thinking about Serenity.
It's almost sad to see a player of his caliber take losing so hard.
Is that really what's sad? Not his brother being trapped with Pegasus? And don't tell me they don't know, because they 100% know what's going on.
Attack! Ultimate Dragon!
Is there a reason Kaiba doesn't shift Blue Eyes into defense mode? He's got 3800 defense. That's basically as good as the Kariba wall.
You can attack my Blue Eyes again and wipe out my remaining life points. But if you do, the resulting shockwaves might cause me to lose my balance.
We haven't seen hardly any shockwaves this duel, and certainly none from the Celtic Guardian.
The resulting shockwaves might cause me to lose my balance.
Also, yes, the elephant graveyard in the room. It's insane that Kaiba pulls the suicide move against Yugi. Pegasus should never honor it.
My fate is completely in your hands, Yugi.
Bullshit, Kaiba. It's completely in your hands. Also, Yugi, Blue Eyes literally has 0 attack points. Just ask Celtic Guardian to attack gently. Or have 2 of your Karibos attack 2 of the heads. That would wipe out his life points, and there would literally be no blast.
If you don't surrender, I might be hurt. You wouldn't want that, would you?
I'd be like, Kaiba, is this really better for Mokuba if you're dead? First your parents, now you? Are you really doing him any favors? Get your ass down from there. Let's go inside the castle and whoop his ass together.
The difference is I'm willing to risk anything to do it.
This is so unnecessary. Just ask Yugi for help. You say you're willing to do anything, but I guess setting aside your pride and asking for help isn't one of them.
2 of Ultimate Dragon's heads are still weakened, but the 3rd can wipe out your Guardian in a breath.
Those 900 attack Blue Eyes should be at 0 at the start of the last turn.
No, it's not right.
No, it's not right, but bro, you can't control him. He's making this choice fully on his own. We've got a grandpa to save, bro.
There must be another way.
There isn't.
There is. Right, Chaz?
This isn't like you! You've gotta stop!
Taya, why don't you slow motion run over to Kaiba and try to talk him out of standing on the cliff?
That underhanded sleazeball wiped Yugi out.
Nope, Kaiba was a he 100% lost.
Master Pegasus, just now the battle between Yugi and Kaiba was decided. Seto Kaiba was the victor.
Is that all the context you're gonna give?
That punk Yugi could have won the game, but he threw it away to Kaiba. Who ever heard of a duelist doing that?
Whoever heard of a duelist starting to kill himself over a loss? Keith, you should be shitting your pants. From your perspective, this is over $3 million cash prize, which Kaiba has like 100 times over. So you should be all kinds of confused and very scared.
If Yugi had done what needed to be done, he would be entering the castle, not me.
Dude, shut the fuck up, ass. You should be saying, Yugi, we both had the fate of a loved one riding on this duel. Thank you for allowing me to rescue my brother.
Yugi may have lost one lousy Duel Monsters game, but at least he hasn't lost his heart.
Okay, yes, what he did was shitty, but Taya, you know he was doing it for Mokuba. He said it in front of you. He has a heart too. Even Yugi noted that he had the heart of the cards in his eyes. Both Yugi and Kaiba were fighting for more than just themselves. This speech from you doesn't make any sense. If you want to bitch him out for cheating and forcing Yugi to decide between Kaiba's life or his grandpa's.
Your 10 star chips qualify you to enter the Inner Sanctum.
Why does Kaiba need the chips to enter the Inner Sanctum, but Keith just had a quick little chat before being allowed in? Also, Chemo, didn't you already ring Pegasus? He said just to let him in. So why are we going through this whole process?
At last, I'm in.
At last you're in? Bro, you already got in with Chemo, and you already faced Pegasus. All that's different is now you have 10 star chips. What if Pegasus makes you do his laundry or frame his paintings? Basically what I'm trying to say is you've already been in this position before, and Pegasus had you run his errands, and you complied. So what's to stop him from giving you more errands? You really should have come up with a better plan. Maybe entering the castle with a Millennium item user would have been a good move? Who knows?
Real action is about to start. The World Champ and Pegasus.
How does Keith know that we're about to watch Kaiba v Pegasus? Did he read the title of the episode? Kaiba's just standing down there by himself. Pegasus is nowhere to be seen.
Where's my brother?
What? No hello? No how are you? I thought we were friends, Kaiba boy.
Haha, but you just saw him like an hour ago. Do you really need a big hello? Damn, that could have been a gun. And neither of these two dudes were the least bit prepared. Croquet, get your ass down here. We need you on the front lines, bro.
You still haven't learned that fighting isn't the only way to inflict damage upon an opponent.
I get what Pegasus is trying to say here, but he does know how Kaiba won his last duel, right?
I can't duel my own brother.
What's up, big brother? You came for me.
Did we need the flashbacks to sell us on the fact that it'd be hard for Kaiba to duel his brother?
That Millennium Eye Pegasus has changes everything. You have to.
Yug, don't forget, Kaiba's the guy who took 5 of your stars.
Joey, why are you interrupting? Earlier you were saying that you hoped that Kaiba would win, and that was before you knew about Mokuba's soul.
And I couldn't live with myself if I held back on anything that could help Kaiba get his brother back.
Then toss him your puzzle, because that could actually give him a chance.
Blue eyes on my first draw.
Bro, you get blue eyes every damn time.
Something's not right. This is all too easy. Pegasus doesn't even seem to be trying.
Bro, we're 1 turn in, and you've dealt 0 life point damage. Let's cool it on the accusing him of not trying.
Like he knew exactly how I was going to attack him.
What does that even mean? How else can you attack? This would make more sense if it was like Yugi's duel with him, where he had the dragon capture jar for Yugi's dragon. But you're impressed by him being prepared for your generic attack. Like, that's just Duel Monsters, bro. You draw, normal summon, attack, set, end.
Another good card.
Another good card? Bro, are you not the richest motherfucker on the planet? Are you not holding $1 million+ in Duel Monster cards? Was your deck not crafted by you? Every card in your deck should be a good card.
I'd like to play a little guessing game.
A game? We're in the middle of a duel here.
We're hitting a little too close to the Abridged series with this one.
I've never seen Kaiba so shaken before.
Did you not see him duel Yugi?
He may be trailing now, but he didn't get to be world champion without learning a few comeback tricks.
Go back and play his highlights. This dude does not have comeback game. His whole strategy is to intimidate and instantly overwhelm, either by his crush card, blue eyes, obelisk.
Lightning attack! Now do you understand that nothing will stop me from rescuing my brother Pegasus?
Bro, you got hot for 1 second. Let's save the speeches for your victory. Oh wait.
It's him.
Okay, so where's Kaiba coming from? Why is he outside the castle gates coming in? Was he fixing to leave on his copter and then came back when he realized he forgot Mokuba?
Big brother.
I love that Kaiba went back for his briefcase before finding Mokuba.
Come on. Let's not get all mushy and gooey, you know?
I'm gonna say that your separation story with Trinity was a lot more traumatic. Let's remember, Kaiba left Mokuba on his own will.
I would have risked anything to save you, Mokuba.
Yeah, anything except giving Pegasus control of the company, which is all he was really after.
Yugi told me you risked a lot.
Yeah, he literally risked nothing. I guess technically he risked his soul, but Kaiba doesn't believe or understand the magic side of things, so I'm not gonna count it, as he didn't fully comprehend what he was gambling.
Come on, Mokuba, let's go. My copter's waiting.
Kaiba says this like the engine's running with the pilot on standby, but what he really means is that it's just parked at the end of the island. I'm gonna start saying this literally anytime I'm headed anywhere. Hurry up, my Toyota's waiting.
All right, we're going home.
I love the setting here. Like, they say this with such glee. Walking into the sunset like it's a happily ever after. Have you all forgotten the board of directors that's ultimately responsible for this? Honestly, from y'all's point of view, Pegasus was the level 1 boss. Your real challenge is gonna be getting your company back on track, cleaning out all the rats that helped overthrow you guys, and taking on the pretty much impossible task of restoring your company.
Mr. Kaiba, welcome back, sir.
Kaiba, why are you showing up with no protection? Like, not even a lawyer. Every person from the security team to the board members has betrayed you.
What an unexpected surprise.
Unexpected surprise? I get playing dumb, but these guys went way overboard.
Yes, I'm sure it is, you treacherous snakes.
When exactly is this happening? Last episode, Mokuba was running Kaiba Land.
You see, I know all about your partnership with Pegasus.
Wait, do you not know they already know you know this? I mean, they've been hella sus this whole time. Like, is this normal for them? Do they always act like this around you?
That's right. What you guys did was really messed up.
I'd say if the Big Five had an affair with Kaiba's spouse, that would be pretty messed up. They literally stole your company and tried to have one of you killed and the other one enslaved.
I suggest you leave now before I really lose my temper.
Are you verbally threatening them? Why the f*** are you not swooping in here with like a SWAT team and an army of lawyers? Everything that has taken place has been recorded. You should be gathering evidence and forcefully and legally ejecting them. Why are you so bad at this?
We formed the so-called partnership with Mr. Pegasus.
Master Pegasus? I get this was an accident, but every scene between y'all felt the opposite. It really felt like he was answering to you.
You expect us to believe that?
I'm not sure what it is, but too much of this reminds me of Cell, Trunks, and Vegeta. When Imperfect Cell is pleading with Vegeta, and Vegeta is intrigued, and Trunks is like, yeah, right. Mokuba is the only Kaiba bro with an ounce of sense. It's crazy to me that Seto falls for this. Literally, no other character would buy this phony bullshit.
We've been waiting for your stamp of approval before we sent out our latest product.
Dude, Kaiba, homie, you remember your AI, Jarva, Alexis, Siri assistant from episodes 9 and 10? She literally spilled everything out. She had to pull that data from somewhere, like from a series of emails, video calls, security footage. I'm not sure what else it could have been based on, but she literally broke down their plan for you. And it's the opposite of what Gansley is saying now. You cannot be this dumb.
At last, Mokuba, my virtual adventure game is ready to be tested.
Yo, how many of these projects does this dude have going on at once? We saw him working on portable duel discs, which I thought was his sole focus, but before that, he was working on creating holographic arenas, like the ones we've become accustomed to, and we've also got Kaiba Land, which was kind of tossed in like it was no biggie, but in actuality, this would be the most time consuming. On top of all that, now we're working on a virtual reality MMO game on the side. Keep in mind, we are simultaneously inventing and developing the hardware and software. How many side projects we got going on? I made the joke before, but dude is literally Elon Musk.
At last, Mokuba, my virtual adventure game is ready to be tested.
Mokuba gets a lot of flack from the fan base for being gullible and easily captured, but I think we've been poking fun at the wrong Kaiba.
Wait, Seto!
This is so insane. Dude, Kaiba, this is beyond out of character for you. Why can't you finish firing these fools? You literally left the Duelist Kingdom Island with the sole mission of removing these snakes and taking back your company. But upon arriving, you immediately fall for the old, we finished your virtual reality space pod trick. At this point, I'm rooting for the Big Five. That's not even a joke.
You just got back. Why do you have to try it out right now?
Mokuba is literally me.
You don't need to worry about it, Mokuba.
But it could be a trap.
Poor Mokuba gets so much flack from the community. And anything nasty I've ever said about him before, I take it back. Mokuba might be the most sensible character of all. The thing he gets made fun of the most in the Abridged series is getting captured. But so far, Seto's been tricked and captured more times than Mokuba.
You're forgetting, little brother. I designed each and every program in this game myself.
Yeah, and you're forgetting the Big Five just told you they reworked the system.
Isn't it beautiful?
What, the pod? They updated the software, right? Not the hardware? From a purely visual standpoint, this should be exactly as you left it. Yo, why the would you ever put your body back in a comatose state having just got out of a comatose state? Especially when the last time you were in one, the 5 men, who are upstairs by the way, tried to take over your company. Literally, what the are you thinking?
Insert dueling deck into the drive recognizer.
Why do we need physical cards for a virtual reality game? Can't we live in a world where everyone has a blue eyes white dragon? Who invented this game? Oh wait.
This mind transport portal has certainly been smoothed out.
It has? So the Big Five were telling the truth? They were working on it? Okay, when exactly were they working on it? Kaiba took a sabbatical after the defeat from Yugi. Then the shenanigans between the 5 and Pegasus went down. All of Duelist Kingdom was a week tops, like sending out the mailers, the boat ride, time there, plus return. That gives them like, what, a week to do this? Makes you wonder, who's the real genius behind Kaiba Corp?
Visuals, check. Sounds, check. Life points, check. So far, so good.
Hold on, you just checked visuals, sounds, and life points. Was anything working before?
Excellent. Just like I programmed.
I kind of talked about this before in Face Off, but Kaiba isn't as hard as we remember. He likes it easy. He doesn't want a challenge. He loves dominating. He wants to be the only one in the world with the most powerful card in the game. And throughout the series, constantly seeks out the most powerful cards in the game. He runs cards like Crush Card Virus to weaken and destroy his opponent's decks. And here is another prime example. He teased up this obstacle just to show off to himself and to us just how powerful he really is by setting up this 1600 attack monster for his blue eyes to annihilate.
Excellent. Just like I programmed.
Excellent, just like I programmed. Okay, so far everything you've called out have been things that you haven't programmed, or something that was vastly improved upon. But now you're excited to see code that's exactly like you programmed?
The armed ninja! I didn't design this.
Do you not have a counter? Aren't you supposed to be a good duelist? You literally have access to all 40 of your cards at once. Can't you do something?
Someone must have reprogrammed the game's combat protocols!
It looks like they just added a single trap to the first level. Kaiba's the kid who blames the controller when he's losing. Sorry, dude, you just suck at the game.
No! Huh?
Bitch, you just got captured by an armed ninja with 300 attack. Why can't you summon anything? Can we just make the reason that Kaiba is so useless here is because like the Big Five are blocking access to his deck or something?
Something's wrong! Seto!
Literally nothing's wrong. He just lost on the first level to armed ninja because the game wasn't programmed exactly as he left it.
Your brother's obsession with technology has always been his greatest weakness.
No. His greatest weakness is his arrogance, and his obsession is power.
And with you our prisoner once again, there'll be no one to stop us from taking over Kaiba Corp.
Yeah, maybe at this point, let's just give the Big Five Kaiba Corp. I wanted to write a joke here, but I think the joke is that in this world, securing Kaiba's deck is the most sensible thing to do in this situation.
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Those corporate jerks pretended they were still loyal to Seto and had done him this big favor.
I love the recap here. Mokuba's really doing his best to gloss over Kaiba's stupidity and arrogance.
Looks like that fairy's turned you into a girl.
Great, can she make you smart?
Okay, Tristan, pull the plug. The Kaiba bros. How dare you ask, can it make you smart? After the events from the start of the episode.
We heard someone scream. Are you alright?
I lost Ariel, my guy.
Why is Mokuba pretending like this isn't the freakiest thing ever? Dude, your brother programmed you as a princess into the video game. I don't know, maybe for their relationship that's normal?
Can you get us out of this rat trap?
I'm lost too.
And what's worse is he made you as useless as Princess Peach. He didn't even make you like a cool princess like Zelda.
Did I say home free? I meant in deep trouble.
Whoever programmed this game did a colossally job from a gameplay perspective. Outside the castle, we run into a 1300 attack monster, then 3 2400 attack monsters, then a 3750 attack monster. As I'm reading it, it does sound like natural progression, but those are one after another with nothing in between. Imagine a game of Pokemon and early on you run into a level 5 Pidgey, then immediately a level 30 Kadabra, then a 75 Dragonite. Honestly, it would have been better if Pegasus had taken over Kaiba Corp, because he probably could have salvaged this mess.
Where am I?
You're with me, Seto Kaiba.
Was Witty Phantom waiting for Kaiba to ask this question out loud?
You're late to the party, Kaiba.
Gee, I never liked parties.
Nope. Sorry, you can't have it both ways. You can't have Kaiba be the cool, slick comeback guy and also be the dumbass who fell for this trick in the first place.
That's enough. Override protocol. End this simulation.
Wait a second. Did Kaiba think he had the ability to verbally end this at any time? Why did you let the taunting from Phantom play out? Were you enjoying this? Something tells me I'd be scared to learn a Kaiba's role-playing fantasy.
You programmed me to torment my captives, not let them sleep.
Guess you weren't my most inspired creation.
Actually, out of everything we've seen in this game, Witty Phantom is the only part I believe that you would have created.
Time for a trip to the recycle bin, Phantom. Go! Blue Eyes, White Dragon!
This is the part of the show where they want me to go, oh hell yeah, Kaiba's back, baby. But honestly, I can't. Kaiba, I can't root for you at all, dude. You fell for this bullshit in 2 seconds. It was maybe the laziest con I've ever heard, and you 100% fell for it. Then upon arriving, you destroyed a 1600 attack monster that you planted, before being defeated by an armed ninja with a dragon capture jar. And for all the Kaiba sympathizers who are gonna jump in and be like, duh, the big five reprogrammed it. Kaiba wasn't prepared. Yeah, Yugi, Joey, and Mai weren't prepared for any of this, and they faced a whole lot more than armed fucking ninja.
Blue Eyes, White Dragon!
Nobody loves Blue Eyes more than me. Literally nobody. But he lost all of his aura in the first act.
Don't be mad, but I got Yugi and his friends to help.
You did what?
Bro, shut the up. All I want to hear from you for the rest of the episode is, I'm sorry, I should have listened, and thank you.
But I didn't know who else to turn to.
I mean, I couldn't turn to you, the only person I have in this world, because you blatantly ignored me and basically abandoned me again.
Joey, you look like an overgrown monkey in that outfit.
Yeah, and you programmed the jackass.
Congratulations, gamers. You've made it to the final level.
Kaiba didn't make it to the final level. He's been tied to a rock, and only with the help of everyone was Mokuba able to bring his OP deck so he could defeat one Witty Phantom and a handful of armed ninjas.
Correction, you slime ball. We've beaten the game.
They've beaten the game.
That's right, I escaped the lava pool, therefore the mythic dragon wasn't summoned.
Damn, could you imagine how this game would be in real life? Let's say you have a game with 10 levels, with the 10th level being like the final boss. Imagine if you did so well at level 9, the game just skipped level 10 and you went straight to the credits.
It'll be game over all right, but for you, not us.
No way.
No way. Had they not been in control this whole time? You've seen firsthand them reprogramming this game several times, and you're gonna hit us with a no way.
What is this?
They've rewritten the program.
They've been rewriting the program since level 1.
We need a new tactic.
I agree. Why don't you come up with one, Mr. Genius, billionaire, creator of the game with the best cards of all time?
This may be our one chance. We have to work as a team.
No way. You don't even know what you're doing.
Never have I ever wanted to so badly reach into a screen and strangle a character. Bro, we came here to rescue your sorry ass. 2 of us died, and now you're giving Yugi lip when you yourself haven't offered any suggestions.
Kaiba, call your ultimate dragon!
Silence!
Seto, it's not your dragon he's attacking. It's you!
Kaiba is the sorriest character in all of Duel Monsters. How many more times are you gonna lose your brother before you change your ways?
I hope you know what you're doing, Yugi.
And if he doesn't, then what? Do you have a better plan? Do you have a plan at all? Aren't you the reason we're in this mess?
Go! Ultimate Dragon! Combine!
Hold on. Was Kaiba shouting to combine too? So you knew about this fusion? Why were you giving such pushback on this idea a second ago?
Behold! The Supreme Dragon Master Knight!
Alright, undoubtedly, this is a badass moment. Like a top 10 for sure. However, this is literally just Ultimate Dragon with Black Luster added on top with an extra 500 attack points. Very cool moment, but you lose a few points on presentation.
Attack! Dragon Master Knight!
Nope, sorry Kaiba, you need to sit down and be quiet. This was Yugi's plan, Yugi's friends, Yugi's monsters. You never believed, and at every single stage of this whole game, you've nearly f***ed it all up. You don't get to shout out the card attack.
Where are we?
Where are we? Didn't you program this game? There's no way the Big Five are the ones that designed the post-boss battle cutscene. This was 100% you, dude.
Our heroes, you did it! You slayed the dragon!
It sounds like you even recorded the voiceover for this cutscene.
There shouldn't even be any cheering. I lost my brother in there.
And whose fault is that?
Remarkable. The princess is actually the mystical elf.
Kaiba, did you program this or not? There's no way this is part of the Big Five's patchwork. You should 100% know about this. Also, if I may, mystical elf should have been the fairy, not Mokuba.
Don't you think the very least you could do is say thank you or something?
I never asked for your help, and as far as I'm concerned, I never needed it.
Are you serious? Joey saved your brother's life while you stood there doing nothing. You are trash, Kaiba.
Yugi, you on the other hand, I will offer some gratitude. We made a good team, you and I.
Maybe Kaiba saw something different, but I for one didn't see any teamwork on Kaiba's part. I saw a lot of heroic sacrifices from Mai, Mokuba, the fairy, Joey, and a solid plan from the pharaoh, but you didn't do a damn thing, which is strange because this is your game, you have the best cards, and you were positioned to be the most effective. But you were hilariously ineffective.
Very well.
Very well. But when we leave here and you quickly find yourself kidnapped or tricked again, don't bother calling me. All right, that was everything wrong with Kaiba. Please like, share, subscribe, the whole deal. And up next is Dungeon Dice Monsters. See you then.